I normally like to follow somebody crap, but it's never happened. This is a new poem, and I had a lengthy explanation for it, which I'll reduce a bit, I think, because I hope that the content of it will do that for me. But very briefly, I live in a street where there's all sorts of an age group of people living on the street. There's a young kid, a young girl walks past it's always on a Sunday, and she imagines that my car always breaks down on a Sunday. I've tried to explain, I'm just checking the oil and water and everything. And she said, why didn't you just get another car, Paul? It's always breaking down. And I sometimes wonder, for all we live in the same street, from a different age group, and I've worked with young kids her age, and when I tell them about stuff that when I was young, I mean, we had a wash house and a post tub and this sort of thing. And I'm sure this kid thinks he's being reincarnated, this book, he's from the 19th century. So it just struck me that we live in the same small area, but her world's different than mine. And I'd also like to start with a thought. You sit and write all this stuff and you wonder if anyone wants it. But then you know you've made it big when you appear live in concert. Kylie and Malcolm. Kylie says things like, I can't go out, I'm not allowed, I'm grounded. Malcolm remembers when Lucas Aid came in a glass bottle, tinted cellophane round it. He likes fixing cars and can often be seen with his head under a Mondio's bonnet. It's not that long since Kylie's pink bike had stabilisers on it. Kylie can reel off the name and the song of every pop star in the nation. Malcolm remembers blue salt bags in crisps, the two Ronnies, decimalisation. Kylie asks at the counter of any sweet shop, can I get, that's American in essence. At her age, Malcolm would start his request with, what can you get for threatens? Kylie's at home with her keyboard, computing, on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Malcolm's gone down the cross keys, he's disputing the price of his first pint, it's bitter. Kylie writes upon the wall of friends she's met on Facebook. Malcolm can still vaguely recall Dr. Finley's casebook. Not many. Kylie will go skateboarding while it's still light to meet lads down the new concrete park. While it's still winter, Malcolm skates from the pub, and it's definitely well after dark. Kylie's young and free and single. She's lithe and svelte and supple. Malcolm's obese and stiff, he's had shingles. He's one half of an old married couple. Kylie thinks that 20's old. She dreads becoming fat. Malcolm's body's rippled with folds, and he's got socks older than that. Malcolm goes on the odd short walk, usually down to his cree. Kylie can get all of her exercise in the front room, in front of the Wii. When Malcolm walked past Kylie's house, he heard her mother shout, get off the bloody Xbox, I'm putting your dinner out. He continued on to his allotment, clutching his eggs box and praying that the hens he'd just bought off that bloke in the club had actually started laying. Malcolm is fond of a classical tune, Mozart, Beethoven, Strauss. When the rapping emits from Kylie's room, the bass beat fills the house. Kylie's at school at the minute, studying for GCSEs. Malcolm would tell you he didn't need them. He found gainful employment with ease. Left school on Friday, went down the pit, with only a weekend's reprieve. Of course, that was in those days, as Rowan Atkinson says. Now, it's not so clear cut when you leave. Kylie imagines she'll go on to do an arduous events management degree. Malcolm can still manage all his events without one, quite easily. Saturdays find Kylie out in town, clothes shopping in New Look and Next, simultaneously messaging all of her mates. Malcolm cannot text. Kylie buys jeans unbelievably small, they just couldn't get any tighter. Mal's baggy cardigans conveniently built to hold his darts and his tabs and his lighter. His dreams are such that there's room for another, although it'll never occur to him. Anyone passing who was of the mind could easily get in there with him. Kylie has a tennis shirt endorsed by Boris Becker. Malcolm thinks that espadrilles are made by Black & Decker. Kylie's going on holiday soon. She'll need some cool outfits for that. Malcolm's got apples on his one pair of shorts, baggy vest, 15-year-old hat. Malcolm is at 61 at home with his lovely wife Janet. Kylie lives at Suite 16. Same street, different planet.
Give it up for Paul Starr, yeah. Excellent. Right. Please welcome to the stage, Steve Urwin. Whoa.
No, it can't be fun.
You can. You can.
Film me, but I don't want it to be used. These are,
I'll touch it off then.
These are works in progress.